And we're live.
We are live. It's always kind of like something amazing. We're alive.
Reminds me of that movie with Frankenstein. It's
Frankenstein, yeah.
alive!
Good morning.
Hey, I hope everybody's having as much fun as we are.
I know it's Friday, and look, we're kind of switched today and making sure that we are on the right page. What page are we live on? Uh, I'm Jennifer Smith. I'm usually on Wednesdays, and this is Jean. I don't know if Jean's hosting or if I'm hosting. Who's hosting today?
You can host. I like riding side saddle.
Well, I am your host today with Wake Up with Toastmasters, and Jean is my co-host today. And I am looking, are you looking, Jean, to make sure we are on the club growth page?
Let me see, but I'm sure we are, because that's where I put it.
Because I was watching to see it popped up. So today we are actually going to talk instead of to our prospects, uh, members or possible members. Today we're going to talk about, I said gonna, but we are going to talk about our district incentive, our Toastmasters International incentive, Talk Up with Toastmasters. My hope as the district's public relations manager, that the clubs are actually going to take advantage of this incentive and talk up Toastmasters. We are live, Jean. And the incentive one is talk up Toastmasters, sorry. And there are certain ways, and the reason why I would want as a district PRM, public relations manager, is that we would all, as 50 clubs, be consistent in talking up Toastmasters. And I don't even know if this incentive was designed before social media, but what a great time to be able to have this incentive and to be able to be the chatter and have noise of Toastmasters in everybody's ear, in your family, your friends, your co-workers, your Facebook friends, your social media followers. What a perfect way and a perfect time to be able to share and to ask questions and to talk about Toastmasters. I mean, you joined Toastmasters as I'm talking to the members. Excuse me. You joined Toastmasters 3 or 4 years ago, or even yesterday, and you joined for a reason. And it is time for you to share the reason why you joined a club, joined Toastmasters. And there's so many reasons, and we've talked about it over and over again of why you did it. Why not share to your friends, your family, your coworkers why you are a Toastmaster? You know, we talk about this, and we know that our uh, how do I want to say it? We know the benefits and we know how exciting it is to be a Toastmaster, but to actually keep it a secret. And I think that maybe because it's so personal, and maybe that's a question to ask, like why aren't you sharing? You know, is it because it's so personal to you that you want to keep it a secret? Like, okay, I'm in my self-development group, or like a counseling session, So what do you think, Jean? What do you think about that? Why would you not share Toastmasters?
Personally, I think for me, I'd be a little leery of sharing it with some of my friends because they would go, "Oh, Toastmasters, what are you doing in that? You talk really well," or something, like, or get put down for, "Well, you don't need that. Why are you in that?" So, I can understand people's fear of sharing it with their friends. I
Mm-hmm.
think colleagues like work and places like that, more professional, would
Mm-hmm.
be where I would share it.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
but so,
But
my
it
friends and
does.
I get together at the bar and drink beer and shoot pool. So what do I what do they know?
right, Jean. So do my friends, but I do share it with my friends, and they know one thing about my friends is that I know they know me and how I get excited about things, and I was telling in our VPPR class training, I was telling them that it's almost like a network marketing, right? Because you're always trying to get somebody, and you've exhausted your friends, you've exhausted your family, because you're like, I have this new product, right? And I want you to try it. And that's what Toastmasters is it's a product, and I want you to try it. So I think that there's different approaches on it to be able to do it. I have my sister in Toastmasters, and she has a friend. So that's my family. And do I have any friends in there with me who I have signed up, basically? No, not. And I think that my friends would definitely benefit from it because of the fact that I do have shy friends. I do have friends that, not that they need to be better speakers, but I think that they would benefit from it, from just the time management, the confidence, not that they're not good speakers, but still the confidence level, because there are people who are still shy, who, even though they do speak, they are shy. Uh, Presentation skills, pace on speaking. There's just so much that Toastmasters can help you with. And I know, and I do know, it's like, oh my gosh, one more thing. Because me, when I do things, it's all or nothing, right? So I joined Toastmasters, I'm on the district, I'm in the club officer, and it does appear to be very time consuming, but it's very rewarding. But it does appear to be that, because, this is what I have right now, right? I don't have the daycares and the kids and the sports and everything else. So I do have that moment. But listen, for all of those who are out there, that Toastmasters basically is a 1 hour thing, right? It's 1 hour. Maybe when it's time for you to give a presentation, it's 2 hours. I don't know what happened to Gene. Gene disappeared on me, and I'm hoping that I'm still alive. So don't know where he went. So I may have to join him back on. But it's a 2 hour, maybe once a month thing. So I think that when we share that about Toastmasters, it's just so startling that somebody drops off a call. And if we do share Toastmasters, that we do talk about the time that it actually is, and it's not as time consuming as one would think. So, but anyway, we were talking about talking up with Toastmasters. So we're talking again about, to the members, that the incentive is coming up February 1st. I did send an email out to all the presidents and the VPPRs of the clubs to time blocking, we call it time blocking, on how and what to talk about for Talk Up with Toastmasters. So I don't know if I can actually share my screen with the world. So let's see if I can actually find that calendar. You'll see in the background, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to type calendar. It was the spur of the moment of Jean and I talking about what we were going to talk about today. So calendar. So let's see. Oh, look, you can see my little persuasive speech. Calendar. He didn't tell me where he went, so I'm a little concerned. I wonder, is this it? Am I in my downloads? So I don't know if you guys are, oh, he just messaged me. He said he's offline. He left me. He's offline. That's weird. While I'm typing calendar. I'm glad somebody's online this morning. See if I can find it. Well, we'll just use this one. I had a better one, but I don't know where I put it. So for hopefully we can see it. I can hear Phyllis right now saying you have to make it a little better. So I actually sent this out to the VPPRs and presidents of District 115, and I hope you are going to use it. But this is the calendar starting February 1st. Have a member who is speaking share on what path they're speaking on, what they are speaking on, and then post it on Facebook or LinkedIn. I saw you, Gene. So do you want to just stay online and you can put your comment or stay on the phone and you can put your comment when I'm talking?
I'm not sure how this is going to work. Just what do I need? What do I need to do?
Well, if you're just online, just listen to what I'm saying and then you can make a comment.
Yeah, I can't get online. Cox has shut me out for some reason.
Oh, gotcha. But you can hear me. So if you
hear you on the phone.
Yep. So I'll just ask you questions while you're there. So okay.
All right. Sounds good.
And I'm pretty sure the microphones are really amazing on the computers that I'm sure everybody can hear you. So that'll be good. So right now I'm talking about the calendar that I sent out to the presidents and the VPPRs about Talk Up with Toastmasters and what they should, how they should share and talk up Toastmasters. So, and I then said on Wednesday to share the word of the day on Facebook and Instagram and ask the audience how they would use the word of the day. So for those of you who are not Toastmasters, every meeting we have a word of the day so it can enhance your vocabulary. Anita and I were talking about this the other day. And so my thought is that you put the word, the definition, and then start having some correspondence, the comments that people would say, oh, I would use the word like, and then it would get people interested and generating comments on your social media. Then I posted for Thursday, February 3rd, share a quote on leadership in LinkedIn and Instagram, because LinkedIn is more of a business social media. That leadership, that's a good trigger for somebody who's like, oh, well, what does Toastmasters has to do with leadership? They would ask you that question or make a comment on it, and you can say, oh yeah, well, I've learned this from Toastmasters based on, from their leadership program. And then number 4 is highlight the best part of your meeting on all the social media platforms. You had a great speaker and you want to say, oh my gosh, Gene did an amazing job on speaking about motorcycles. If you want to hear part of his speech, message me now, or what you learned about Gene's speech, because that's a big part of our meetings, is that we learn something new about our fellow Toastmaster. And then we have our share an article from the Toastmasters magazine. The Toastmasters magazine is designed now to be so digital that you can take an article and share that article. And the articles are from 5 years ago. So it doesn't even have to be the most current magazine. It could be today's, or it could be 5 years ago, about what you found that was important, and make a comment. How would you like to know about how to get rid of the jitters before speaking in public? Then on Sunday, and you don't have to follow the exact days, but these are just ideas. Sundays, I post, prepare meeting notification on all social media posts. People are home on the weekends. Talk about your meetings, talk about when it's going to be. I went to TLI with District 1 last Saturday, and she showed us how to design our flyers. And the first part of the flyer should be a question, because it's not about us, it's about your audience. How would you like? How do you do? What would you like to learn? Something just on those questions. Immediately when I was done with my meeting or TLI, I went and wrote a bunch of questions to my vice president of public relations and told her to, for the next 4 weeks, when we do our notification, use one of these questions. And maybe I can find that after we're done here. The next week, spotlight a member and share on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I am not talking about when you're typing, meet Jennifer Smith, and she is the vice president of BPPR. I am talking about do a 2-minute video, meet Jennifer Smith. Jennifer, what is your role with Toastmasters? Why are you a Toastmaster and benefit? 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and then share it on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Wow. So, and then I repeat all of those every week, right? Except for on Valentine's Day, I just said post a happy Valentine's Day on all the social medias. And then on President's Day, share a quote from a president regarding leadership or communication on all social media platforms. Presidents are leaders, right? So share that quote. They will have a quote, right, Jean?
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
One of the most important things a club can do is to use social media. I think Instagram is one of the up and coming links to use. Instagram, Facebook. I even use Twitter to post for business contact.
Yeah, and you know what? That is important. I have us on all of the social media platforms. I just can't be there. And we do use Hootsuite for the links and to share, but sometimes it's just a lot, so I have not used them all as I should. That's why I need a committee to be able to post all of these. And that's another thing when I say committee, get all of the other members involved. You don't have to do this alone. Get the members involved and they will help, and have fun with it. When you're talking up Toastmasters, have fun with it. Don't keep us a secret, right? Don't keep your growth a secret. So what else was I going to share? So let me get to the questions that I did send to my VPPR, so that, let's see if I can find it. That was Saturday that I sent it. It's not in that one. Let's see if it's in this one. No, I didn't. Oh, I know where it is. So for the vice presidents of public relations and the president said, ask these questions. How would you want to build confidence for public speaking? How would you like to become an more effective public speaker? How would you like to improve your presentation skills? How would you like to increase your leadership skills? The reason why I asked to ask those questions is because these are the 4 top reasons why people join Toastmasters. So why not ask those questions when you're doing your flyer, posting your flyer, posting your comments, and posting your media notifications. So there goes my son. He's up again. So the Talk Up with Toastmasters is the next 2 months, starting February 1st to the end of March. And the goal is to gain 5 new members from February 1st for the applications to March 31st. That is uploaded to Toastmasters International. I did a whole presentation on this actually with the pathways for my club, Valley Voices and Vices. I did a presentation on public relations strategy, and we talk about evaluations, and that's probably one of my best evaluations that I have received. And I was not feeling well that day either, and I had the comments of speaking with clarity, my PowerPoint presentation was clear, and it was really good. And I actually was, I was telling Anita the other day that I was looking for, what are the improvements? But it does feel good that, every now and then I do get a good, 100% presentation. So that was pretty cool. So Jean, do you have any comments? It's 6:26, so it is time for us to get going. I do have Valley Voices and Vices this morning.
All right.
Mhm.
I think that one thing that clubs could do would be to tape or video a speaker and do a promotion for their club on Facebook and social media with a speaker talking about why they joined and what benefits they've gotten.
Oh yeah.
And mention the club name. That would be a really good promotional for each club to do one of those.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. That we do need that. I have one for Valley Voices and Vices. It is a couple of years old. I think it's in this year, it'll be 2 years old. So maybe we'll have another one. But Ken has put out an article and an email, and the division directors and area directors are putting that out too, saying, hey, send Jennifer a clip of your members speaking about the benefits of Toastmasters. And I also just put out one of the clubs, I think it was in Cape Cod, that did it. Just that simple. It was a 2-minute video of a few of their members talking about the benefits of Toastmasters, and they did an amazing job. So if you guys are watching, good job out there. And, don't be shy about it. Bye. Have a good day. Don't be shy about it. Don't worry about the perfection of the video. My social media coach actually says that, make it, do it, post it. Don't look back, because you're just going to critique it for perfection. I mean, we get up here every single day and talk, or every other day and talk on our Wake Up with Toastmasters show. And do we ever rewatch it? No, because we probably will never do another video again.
That's not scripted for sure. I'm going to have to get a hold of Cox and find out what they did with my internet this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. They probably put a notice on there and you didn't even pay any attention.
I might have forgotten to pay the bill.
Well, that should be forgiven, because, I'm sure you're probably catching up on stuff, especially after being in the hospital for 50 days. So,
yeah.
So, all right. Well, you guys, it is 6:28. Have a great weekend. Jean, thanks for popping back on with the phone. It does have that, that support. Oh, I see Jean,
Yeah, not alone out here in the lifeboat.
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy your meeting.
All right. Thank you. And you guys have a great weekend. So.
Yeah, everybody. Bye.
Bye.